sklearn Decomposition Mini-Batch Dictionary Learning. Description: Mini-batch dictionary learning is an unsupervised machine learning algorithm from scikit-learn that learns a dictionary of atoms basis vectors to represent the data. It utilizes a mini-batch approach for faster computation, making it suitable for large datasets. The goal is to find a sparse representation of the input data in terms of the learned dictionary. Atoms. Inputs. X. A 2D array of shape n samples. N features representing the input data. Each row corresponds to a sample and each column to a feature. N components, an integer specifying the number of dictionary atoms to learn. This value determines the dimensionality of the learned representation. Outputs. Components: a 2D array of shape n components. N features representing the learned dictionary atoms. Each row corresponds to a dictionary atom. Code: a 2D array of shape n samples. N components representing the sparse codes for the input data. Each row corresponds to a sample and each column to a code coefficient. This array holds the weights of each atom for reconstructing the data. Steps. Initialize the dictionary atoms randomly. Iterate over mini batches of data. For each sample, find the sparse code that best represents the sample using the current dictionary. This is achieved by solving a sparse coding problem, e.g., using lasso. Update the dictionary atoms based on the calculated sparse codes. This update aims to minimize the reconstruction error. Metrics. Reconstruction error measures how well the dictionary and sparse codes can reconstruct the original data. Lower values indicate better reconstruction. Visualization plots. Dictionary atoms visualization. The learned dictionary atoms can be visualized as images or vectors, depending on the nature of the data. Fine-tune parameters. N components, number of dictionary atoms to learn. Alpha regularization parameter for the sparse coding problem. Higher values lead to sparser codes. Niter number of iterations to run the algorithm. Batch size of the mini batch for each iteration. Uncertainty methods. Bayesian dictionary learning, a probabilistic approach to dictionary learning where the dictionary and sparse codes are treated as random variables with prior distributions. Uncertainty can be estimated from the posterior distribution. Dropout regularization. Randomly dropping out dictionary atoms during training can introduce uncertainty and improve model robustness. Challenges and fixes. Challenge 1. Overfitting. The dictionary might overfit to the training data, resulting in poor performance on unseen data. Sample use case that resulted in challenge 1. Training on a small dataset with a large number of dictionary atoms might lead to overfitting. Fixes to challenge 1. Increase the size of the training dataset. Reduce the number of dictionary atoms. Use regularization techniques like lasso to prevent overfitting. Challenge 2. Computational complexity. Learning a large dictionary can be computationally expensive, especially for large datasets. Sample use case that resulted in challenge 2. Training a dictionary with millions of atoms on a dataset with millions of samples. Fixes to challenge 2. Use a mini-batch approach to train the model incrementally. Use a GPU or distributed computing for parallelization. Consider using a smaller number of dictionary atoms. Challenge 3. Choosing the number of dictionary atoms. Determining the optimal number of dictionary atoms is crucial for performance. Sample use case that resulted in challenge 3. Not knowing how many atoms are needed to accurately represent the data. Fixes to challenge 3. Experiment with different values of n components. Use cross-validation to evaluate the performance of different dictionary sizes. Use elbow methods or other model selection techniques to identify the optimal number of atoms. Challenge 4. Data scaling. The performance of mini-batch dictionary learning can be sensitive to the scale of the input data. Sample use case that resulted in challenge 4 features with very different scales may lead to suboptimal dictionary learning. Fixes to challenge 4. Scale the input data using standardization or normalization before training. Experiment with different scaling methods to see which works best for your data. Challenge 5. Initialization. The initialization of the dictionary atoms can influence the final result of the algorithm. Sample use case that resulted in challenge 5 using random initialization may lead to slow convergence or suboptimal performance. Fixes to challenge 5. Try different initialization methods like using a pre-trained dictionary or a subset of the data as initial atoms. Experiment with different random initializations to see which works best for your data.